What's up, YouTube? We're back with another video, and I hope everyone is having an amazing day so far. We're just going to do some back testing today. We're going to do some like practice back testing and live simulation trading on USDCAD today. Let's get right into it. So I guess we could start like right here or something. I don't know. If you guys don't know yet from previous recordings, previous backtesting recordings, to backtest properly, I always use this bar replay tool. That way it gives you the best effect as possible for that live trade feeling, right? We delete all forward price, and we don't know we don't know what's going to happen next, essentially, just like actually in the market, right? When you're actually trading, you don't technically know what's going to happen next, but what you can do is hire your probabilities to have uh, a higher probability on your prediction, right? That's all it is predictions, right? Because if you knew exactly what the market was going to be doing on a consistent basis, you would never lose, right? And everybody loses in trading. Even if you have a consistent method, you're still going to have those losses as a trader. That's just the way it goes. And it's never going to change. There's never going to be a strategy that has a 100% win rate. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's just start price here and kind of let the market do its thing for us. I actually see an entry already right here. Geez. All right. So what I'm looking at now, obviously, price is going down. We are coming off of this huge uptrend, but one analogy that I like to say to my students is you know how you see a plane, like an airplane, right? They usually have to build speed before they can take off. Okay, so if we look at this trend, right, the plane's going, and then it finally has liftoff. But have you ever seen a plane that takes off like this, right? It just goes straight off the ground like this. What happens to that plane? What happens to that plane when it just, goes vertically without building that momentum speed first? It just takes that nosedive back down, right? Price uh, tends to do the same thing, right? So when you see those sharp moves up like that, usually you'll see that nosedive. Excuse me. You'll see that nosedive back to the downside. Same with um, bullishness too. That fast nosedive, you'll see the price switch opposite directions at a very volatile pace, you could say. a very aggressive pace, you could say. But yeah, let's get back into this. So obviously, I would say that we're still in a uptrend. There hasn't, besides this right here, there hasn't been too much of breaks in structure. Um, it's actually a nice move right here that we missed. So with this back testing session, what I am trying to do is, yeah, predict future moves as well. But if we miss a move, I will make sure to try and go back and spot that as we go as well. So you can see what it will look like, what a trade will look like after. But then also later in this video, we'll find setups, we'll find winning setups. So you'll see what the trades will look like before and then after as well. Oh, okay. So I kind of like this impulse actually, and there is quite a bit of actually inefficiency in this area. So let's see what price does down in this area right here. Just because this, oh my gosh, just because this momentum right here, uh, right, we see this heavy push to the upside, and sorry folks, I had to mute some chats right now. I'm just not trying to get notifications in the middle of this video. Anyways, yeah, inefficiency. I would like to see what type of reaction we can get, hopefully, down here. Um, but this is quite a larger inefficiency. And what I mean by inefficiency is, you see from this last bearish candle and then this strong bullish candle and then this strong bullish candle. Okay, so you see how there's this wick and then this wick here. Um, this candle, this next candle, doesn't fill this and then move up, right? It just goes up and then up again, leaving slippage in this area, leaving there were only buys offered in the market right here in this area. So since there are stacks of buy orders right here, I would imagine to relieve the tension of so many buy orders, we would sell down to fill these orders to go back up. That's what I would imagine that would happen. Nice little M pattern, not gonna lie. Anyway, um, let's see what this inefficiency does. See this long drop, this fast drop? If it's fast, it won't last. You know, there are traders out there that oh wow, look at this rejection that we actually got. So, you know what? I actually like this. Um, you know what's crazy? There was actually like a breaker right here. Okay. Hmm. All right. So actually, you know what? Since we did get a rejection off of this area, this would have been a nice sell too, by the way. Uh, we did get a bounce off of this area. So let's just test our luck and see what this last down candle can give us. Uh, and if not, then we know that this was the sell that we should have taken, right? Coming off of this down move, obviously we would be fighting short-term trend a little bit, but this impulse right here is very significant to me. So let's just see where this goes, to be honest. Oh, went to the sky. Oh, I see another point of interest. Yep, a good thing I paused right on it. Okay, so now we have the real, okay, so now we have this real impulse right here, this real impulse that we could possibly get. By the way, this buy right here would have been 350 plus pips. That's amazing. All right, let's see where this goes. Nice. And you know what's crazy? Off of this engulfing right here, off of this engulfing, there's actually another one. Setups on setups, to be honest. There was one mitigation out of this, but I will tell you that 1 to 2. I'm not gonna go any more than that. Um, 1 to 2 uh, rejections in a zone. That's it. That's it. Okay. Because look at this. Actually, right here. Let's clean some stuff up a little bit here. Got that. We know where we're at. All right. So look at this. There's all these touches in this same zone here. Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're on the fifth touch actually in this zone. So ideally, like we want this to just blow right through this zone, whether it be, you know, just barely above this high, or if it just takes off and just keeps going up. Um, like I said, when there's more than 2 touches, you guys need to understand that it turns into support and resistance after that. And we do not trade support and resistance solely because we know that so many oppositions are trading support and resistance too, right? We know that if we do take a trade where there's, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7 rejections, you need to be aware of who you're trading in line with and who you're trading against. And when you're taking support and resistance trades, you are definitely trading in line with retail traders. Okay. So we're looking in this area here. We were looking for buys in this area now. Hopefully. Okay, nice. Looking clean, looking clean. And boom, there was that liquidity grab right there. Let me pause a sec. Right? So right here, liquidity, boom, went right through it. Okay. Okay. Right here. This candle broke this high. Now what you need to think about now, excuse me. What you need to think about now is buy stops, right? People that trade breakouts, right? They will place buy stops, um, buy stops for when structure is broken above, sell stops for when structure is broken below. And what price usually tends to do is spike up with a candle exactly like this, a pretty significantly larger candle, and activate those orders, and then move in the opposite direction. That's usually what tends to happen. So um, let's just see what happens here. So yeah, actually, that's already really what happened. So this candle came up, activated orders, and then now this candle right here that shot down at in a more of a volatile pace, um, probably hit a bunch of stop losses, uh, maybe. Oh, all right. So I like that impulse too. We are looking for buys, prices over the 50 MA. Um, so I think I like this impulse as well. Right here. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay. Can't win them all. Can't win them all. All right. So um we'll take that. We'll take that loss. That's cool. Now we're just gonna sit patiently and wait for price to tell us another story, right? Um, let's see where we're at now in the market. So I wonder now actually if we can fully maybe fully fill that inefficiency. Um, you know, um, there was kind of orders right here that caused the market to go up, but we didn't get all the way down. Like this inefficiency wasn't all the way filled, and it doesn't have to, right? Don't rely on gaps and inefficiencies to be filled. Um it's not mandatory. Like price doesn't need to come down here, and price doesn't need to go all the way up to wherever it needs to go either. Um so yeah, let's continue on here. I'm just kind of watching price right now. Um because I'm not seeing that many moves. And also, a pro tip, really, when you take a loss, don't try and go get that back. Don't try and find extra setups that day. Um, take a just take the lesson, which would have been the loss, but it's a lesson. Just take the lesson. Um, we tried to buy right away after hitting this supply area, right? So price came up, hit the supply area and rejected, and we're actually buying at very high price. So that's actually why we lost on this trade right here, which is very, very, very understandable. There was an M pattern over the high of the over this liquidity, um, and price tanked through our point of interest, right? So, as the old saying goes, buy low, sell high. Okay, so we bought when price was really high, right? That's like saying um, you know, Gelfrey actually mentioned today. He said, when you buy, when the market is at a high point, right, and you decide to buy at that high point, he said that's literally like walking into a car dealership, finding your favorite dream car and telling the car dealer, hey, I'll buy this car at a higher price if that's possible. Do you think do you think the dealer would argue with you? Nope. He would say, hey, okay, let me get you signed up and get you out of here, right? So that's the same concept right here, right? We decided to buy at a higher price and the dealer wrecked us, okay? There's nothing wrong with losing in Forex. If you understand why you lost, um, it's okay. You know, people can make fun of you, people can say this and that, but what are they going to do when they have a losing trade, right? You know, what are they going to do? What are they going to say? How are they going to act? Okay? So don't buy into bullshit and what other people have to say. Everybody loses. So um not every I don't mean like everybody loses like you know like all the time, but everybody has losing trades. Nothing wrong with it. It's part of trading. It's part of life. And um if you take your losses into lessons, then you will definitely grow from them. But enough of that rant. Let's get on with this. Okay, so big impulsive move up. I am uh, clearly we broke this structure again here. Clearly, we might have some bullish um, sentiment now. I do kind of see this rally base rally. Um, it's kind of weird with this wick, to be honest, with the this inefficiency. You see how this big bullish candle, but then this wick came down and met this wick here. Like this wick came down and then met this one, right? So that inefficiency was filled. Um, but honestly, I'm gonna take my chance on it. I don't care. So let's see where it goes. Not too bad, not too bad. TP at the high. Um, TP 200 plus pips. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's keep going. Really choppy price action, but this was a nice buy. 200 pips. Um, could still actually go up, to be honest. Let's speed it up a little bit. Wow, big impulse. Uh, huge impulse actually. So we have inefficiency in this area. So say last down candle before the impulsive move up, there actually was liquidity captured right here and right here. So last down candle before impulsive move up would be like right there. Now, like always, we shall wait for price to do its thing, tell us its story, you know, you know how it goes. Excuse me. Okay, so we're down at this level now. I do like the way that price has actually slowed up right here. You can see from this impulsive drop, there's actually um, yeah, like momentum is slowing down. I don't want to say momentum because I don't really like that word. Um, like, because usually when you see momentum, and I'm saying that with quotation fingers, but usually when you see momentum or a fast move, the market tends to reverse the other way. It's always those slow and choppy moves that are trendy, right? Just like at the start of this video, really, this this slow and choppy, trendy, um, behavior, and then look, see how price drops at fast momentum and then reverses, right? It drops right here, fast momentum, accumulates, break of structure, and retest, right? So momentum can be your friend or it can be your enemy, depending on what type of trader you are, how you look at the market, your emotions, your perspective, a lot of that, a lot of that stuff um, goes into it. But let me see what reaction we get. Holy, all right. Well, wow, quick pips, man. All right, so 400 450 plus pips. TP would have been smacked. Take profit at the high. Um, wow, beautiful trade, to be honest. All right, so, oh, look at this. All right, here is something interesting here. So you see this last down candle here, this last, or I mean, I should say these three pushes up, or four, these four bullish candles, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? These are the last buying candles before price hit this supply area and rejected very beautifully, actually. But there's inefficiency right in this breaker area right here. And I wonder if it can um, get filled even like to this wick maybe. No, we're just going to use the whole candle. Yeah, there we go. So I'm looking at this red candle right here, right? Because there was only sells offered in the market, just like in the beginning of this video over here, right? Right here, this inefficiency that actually still hasn't gotten filled yet. There's only sellers in the market. So they need to buy back positions to fill all the sell orders to then again drop price. Okay. Wow. All right. So that's exactly what happened. Um, wow. TP at the low here. So we would have a 350 pip trade on our hands. Price hasn't got down there yet, hasn't hit TP yet. Uh, but I think it certainly will. And there it did right here. Okay. So beautiful, beautiful trade, beautiful setup. Um, oh wow. All right. So look, we literally just got a heavy buy back up. So it's crazy. There's actually you got your uh, PS right here, and then you have your seller's climax. secondary test, right? And then you have your spring and your test and your LPS. So actually this was very, very, very clean, um, very clean accumulation. Uh, but yeah, let's continue on. I'm definitely looking for buys now. Um, I got 2 points of interest that I'm actually looking at. One is possibly down here. Um, and then the next one is a possible breaker actually, because I like this, I like the way the price broke over um, this structure right here. So that was an old trade. Let me delete that. Let's kind of keep things a little clean here. Um, so impulse up, break of structure, accumulation phase. Now we just literally we have all the tools, and the only thing we need to do is just wait for the market to work for us. Honestly, like honestly, that's it. That's it, right? We just need to wait for the market to work for us. This looks like a nice engulfing pattern. I'm not gonna lie, this engulfed candle. So hopefully, maybe hopefully we can buy to this sell area, or we can sell to this buy area. So two scenarios I would be looking for would be price to come here to buy, to come here to sell, right? Another scenario I'll be looking for would be price to come here to sell, and then come here to buy to go higher, right? One of those two, okay? So let's see what happens. We're going up to the sell area first. Um, okay, well, there was a nice uh, rejection on the sell area, and then actually it never even got down to our buy area at all. So we would have missed that trade. But for the sell, about 200 pips, which is still really, really, really good. About 200 pips. Um, so yeah, and yeah, I think that can sum up this back testing session for today. Um, I had fun. It's always nice to practice, right? That's one major important key to really anything in your life, like basketball, football, video games. You need to study for a test in school. You have to go read the material over and over and over and over again. Um, yeah, it's the same with trading. Trading is the same aspect as everything, in life that you want to get good at. You need to practice and you need patience, okay? This stuff isn't going to come overnight, okay? So I hope you guys got some insight on this video. If you did, definitely give us a like and a subscribe, and comment down below. Really, comment down below. Ask us questions, interact with us. Um, you know, Gelfrey runs this channel mostly, but we all of us love um, giving you guys responses and watching your growth. Truly, genuinely, we love watching, um, you know, our students grow. Like it's so it's incredible. So um yeah. And also another thing, my book right here, The Complete Trader, the mini series, is free now. So head over to the Outcome Reach website at dot info, I think so. Head over to outcomereach.info, get yourself a copy of the mini series, and the um, original book will be dropping soon for graduation students, and I seriously can't wait for that. Um, but yep, that is all for me, and you guys keep winning, keep growing, and keep learning, and have a amazing rest of your day, and peace out.